I'm Lieutenant Shirley Jones, 3rd Armored Corps Public Affairs, and I'm out here with Apex Battery 282. You're going to see this and more on the Great Big Podcast. Welcome back. We're out here at FortCavazos TA-51 with...
I'm Captain Ramirez, Apex 6, Apex Battery 3rd Brigade, 1st Cavalry Division.
Sir, what are we doing out here today?
Yeah, so currently out here, this platoon is going through their platoon qualification. So inside the Paladin, you have 4 positions. You have the driver, the number 1 man, the gunner, and the chief. The driver is really tracking the ammo, is tracking here, listening to all the fire missions and writing it down and recording it on a record. The number 1 man and the gunner and the chief are the ones really doing the actions. They're the ones putting the correct round on the tray. The number 1 man will request permission to ram the round into the tube. The chief will give permission for everything they ask to do. You'll see them ask permission to prime. You'll see them ask permission to hook up, and then the chief will say stand by, and then fire. The chief is reading data that's getting sent to them by the FDC, and everyone in that gun is verifying that the proper projectile, fuse, propellant is being used on that round before it exits the tube. You just saw some crew drills of the platoon in live fire missions to culminate their event of platoon qualification to move them forward to battery qualifications.
How long did it take you to get to this?
So we started all the way back training the soldiers on individual artillery tasks back in July. Been through section certifications in September, and now here we are in November getting to platoon with the goal of January getting to battery certification qualification.
And the guys are doing well?
Oh, they're killing it. They've been out here for about 10 days now. This is where they kind of have to dig deep, and when you go through hard training together is when teams are built and are trained to be lethal and ready.
Can you tell me about the Paladin that's behind us?
Yeah, so these are 109 Alpha 7s. Our battalion was the second in the Army to field them.
What is an Alpha 7? Difference between like the Alpha 7 and the Alpha 6?
Yeah, so the Alpha 7 was built to with a more high voltage system for more ease in maneuvering the tube.
How many rounds can you send down range at a given time?
So with our battery, if we have all 6 guns, preferably we like to do time on targets to mass fires to get 6 rounds landing at once from our whole battery, and they can shoot. They can fit about 45 rounds inside each gun.
When you're done with the platoon evaluation, I assume you're going to a company evaluation?
Correct, battery.
Okay, the battery evaluation. Are you going to be shooting 6 guns at a time during that?
We will. We will be shooting 6 guns at a time. It's more challenges on our FDC. So our Fire Direction Center. So that's where they have to progress through with training. Controlling 3 guns, 2 guns in this case, and then moving all the way up to controlling 6 guns at once, ensuring they're firing safe and accurately.
It was recently the Field Artillery birthday. How does it feel to be out here and actually sending rounds downrange?
Feels awesome. Soldiers have been training a lot with dry firing, studying the material they need to study in order to shoot safely and accurately. But them actually shooting and feeling the power behind these weapon systems, it's awesome.
And there's somebody down there making sure that they're hitting the targets.
Roger, yeah, we have FIST teams from our brigade from 6-9 Cav up on the hill observing the fire safely.
And every round is hit target?
Every round's hitting target.
So field artillery, it's required in large-scale combat operations. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so artillery is used as the king of battle to shape the fight, neutralize enemy before our maneuver brethren, infantry, tanks, Bradleys get close and engage the enemy. So they have less to fight in a perfect world. The enemy has less capabilities because artillery has neutralized or destroyed them, enabling our maneuver brethren to get close and win that fight.
How long have you been in command, sir?
Been in command for 4 months. The battery came back from NTC. I took over the battery, and we had to rebuild the team from transition cycles. They've trained up all the way through section and into platoon level training.
Sir, is there anything else you want to add?
No, yeah, I'm just really proud of the soldiers of Apex Battery. They've been training for about 9-10 days now. They've been honing their skills, and they're really postured to continue up the glide path, moving to battery and battalion certification qualification, and then future NTC rotation in the spring, and postured for whatever we need to be ready for.
Sir, I want to say thank you for coming to the Great Big Podcast, and we'll see you back at the studio.
Hi, I'm Colonel Nicole Charbonneau here at CRDAMC, and I want to take a moment to talk to you about the Tricare transition. As you may or may not know, Texas is one of 6 states that's moving from Tricare East to Tricare West. Not only is that happening, but Tricare is also changing insurance contractors. Here's a few things that you should know to prepare for that transition. Update your contact information in DEERS. Update your payment information. Check and review your health care plan. Finally, check if your providers are in the Tri-West network. All of this can be done by going to the website tricare.mil/west. I do understand that all of this information can be overwhelming, and I sincerely apologize. Our goal is to help make this transition as easy as possible for you and your family. To facilitate the transition, I highly recommend you follow us on all social media platforms and check Tricare's website regularly to ensure that you have the most up-to-date information. Thank you. Combat Ready Care, this will defend.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is Eric Franklin, and somehow, Lieutenant Sergeant Jones, you made it back here pretty quick.
Yeah, got a ride.
Oh, you did. I guess it's the Army. We can get around pretty quick. What was it like to be out there? I know that from your background, you were well, you still are an EOD officer, explosive ordnance disposal. For those who don't know, what was it like to be out there to see what goes on?
I mean, I thought it was really cool. My prior life, we did a lot of stuck round procedures on Paladins. We had one, I'm not sure if it's still out there, but at Cold Springs Demo. And we'd stuff them in the tubes, and then we'd try to blow them out. But it was cool to see the actual operation. A team working together, a 3-man crew inside the Paladin, loading the rounds, calling out the shots. Like, it was, and they were flawless. They were getting those rounds down range. So it was really cool to see that aspect of it going in there.
Did you get a lot of Facebook selfies, or was that just a me thing?
I took one selfie, but with a soldier and the Paladin in the background.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't take one with me, so it's okay. Next time.
You left early.
I did. So, okay, you got me. But, seeing the Paladins, me being Seaburn guy, chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear guy, I didn't really get a lot of chance to be around the Paladins and understand what they did. All I knew is that they're howitzers on tracks, and they can move around the battlefield a lot quicker than the tow behind 777s. It's pretty cool to see a motorized tow behind instead of a tow behind cannon.
It's all about that shoot, move, communicate.
Yeah, and to me, I also, when we were speaking with the battalion commander, he said, they're at the apex of everything that's going on across the battlefield. And I didn't think about it like that. I just like, oh, they're just artillerymen who are lobbing rounds, 10, 13 miles down range. I didn't think like, no, this is how you're supporting the fight, So
it's all about the let's go fight these days. And artillery is going to be one of the deciding factors.
Yeah.
Being able to send rounds downrange effectively, allowing the maneuver forces to move further, faster.
Yeah.
Like the Paladin, being able to move more towards the flat and keep those rounds going. It's insane what we can do.
Oh, yeah. I look forward to being able to get out there and do more stuff like that. But so this week we have Thanksgiving coming up. Is that the holiday? Yeah. So what do you have planned for Thanksgiving?
Going over to my sister-in-law's with my wife and kids. Gonna make the turkey and green bean casserole and a sweet potato casserole. Ooh. Yeah, my wife's excited. She's already been talking about it for the last 2 weeks.
So are you gonna fry the turkey or are you gonna slow roast it?
I do the spatchcock. It's when you take the backbone out and you make it flat so all the meats cook at the same temperature at the same time. I like deep frying, but my wife doesn't like it as much. So I might make myself my own turkey at some point.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it. So here's the best debate that we have for Thanksgiving dinner. How many days do you keep leftovers for?
Oof. That's gonna be dependent. Smell test.
Depending upon who you ask, I'm the same way. Like once it smells like, I'm throwing it away. Yeah. But usually, and that's usually, and people, I know people are gonna say I'm a horrible person, but I'm still eating Thanksgiving dinner. Sometimes Tuesday, like I'm still eating Thanksgiving.
That's a long time.
Yeah, I know. But in cakes, usually the cakes is the first thing to go because I'm gonna eat cake all day Thursday. I'm gonna watch the Cowboys lose again. That's what they've been doing to me all year. So, but I'm gonna watch them lose. I'm gonna eat more cake, and then by Tuesday it's just like maybe 1 or 2 sandwiches left, and my stomach. I've only had one bad year where it's like, you know what, I probably shouldn't have ate that.
I got a solution for you.
What's that?
So what you do is you take some of it and put it in the freezer.
I know. Growing up, my grandparents, they would be like, Saturday night, if it wasn't 8, it was going in the trash.
I've also got that feeling sometimes too. Cause it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
I always overmake the food.
Oh, yeah.
Or overmake quantities of food. Trying to feed 10 people and I make enough for 30 people. So, yeah.
But that's the way you're supposed to do because you never know who's going to pop up and say, hey, you got Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah. It's like, yeah. But so, yeah, like usually if I cook, Tuesday morning is probably the latest that I'm eating. And someone's probably going to email me. It's like, you're gross. I probably am. Oh. But it's good.
If you're sick on Wednesday next week, I'm gonna shoot you a text and be like, "You good, dude?
Yeah, you
stop eating Thanksgiving
food. Where are you at?" It's like, "Oh, it's the cranberries." Yeah, it's like, "Yeah, no, you probably should have done that." So that's it. Then it's Black Friday. Are you going any shopping? Anything that you're looking for Black Friday?
I'm not personally looking for anything for myself. I'll probably be looking for my wife and kids. See if there's any cool electronics out.
Yeah,
that keeps them happy. But that's about it.
Yeah. Only thing I ever go look for is, I'm super weird, I go buy SD cards because literally every year I lose a lot of SD cards. Yeah. So on Black Friday, I can get them relatively cheap for maybe $20-$30. So I'll go buy 10, 15 of them sometimes because I'll lose them. And like right now, the ones that I bought last year, I think I have 4 left.
For this year, maybe like an SD card holder?
Yeah, you know what? I have like several of those. I have the holders, but for whatever the reason, the SD cards seem to never make it back into the holder, or I'll put them on my desk, or I'll leave them somewhere and then just disappear. Or then weeks later, I find them. I find them in a washing machine all the time. It's like sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. So, but outside of that, then it's Christmas, and then the year has gone by super fast. Yeah. But Christmas is now. Just a couple of weeks away, then it's the New Year's.
Yeah, I've got my little countdown calendar. I think it said like 34 days till Christmas.
Are you going anywhere for Christmas, or what are you going to do?
No, staying home as well. I've got a lot of family in the area.
Yeah, so I think that's what I mean, I'm from Killeen, so yeah. I am home. But I think I'm not gonna do anything either. Just hang out, drink some eggnog, watch the Grinch, and that's really about all I'm gonna do.
You better be watching the holiday movie. That's
Yeah.
the time of season.
Speaking of holiday movies, one more question, and then we got to get out of here.
All right.
Is Die Hard a holiday movie?
Yeah, 100% it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100%.
Why?
There's not a good why, but the tradition has made it
Yeah,
a holiday movie.
yeah, it is.
My favorite, you'll see him on social media this time of year where they make the box of him crawling out and they make it a Christmas ornament and they
Yeah.
throw it in there. Love it. Absolutely love it.
So, matter of fact, you weren't here last year. Eric has one, and it'll be in his office on top of his TV. So when you come back after Thanksgiving next week, it'll be there. So just come by, check it out. It's pretty fun.
I love it.
Well, all right, guys. That's about all that we have for you guys. We look forward to seeing you again here after Thanksgiving, and we hope that you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed preparing it for you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.